Can you take us behind the scenes on your ender in the advanced part we're talking about?
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, that one
You tried
was,
to go back to back Sodies with that rail. That was the
yeah,
formula,
right,
eh?
dude. I was like, he got it, so game over. No, I'm just kidding. No, that one sucked. That was awful. I kind of like, first of all, like forgot how to do that trick like completely, and then I was like trying to, I like wanted to do that trick on that rail, but I was like, fuck, I gotta go relearn how to do that trick first, and then so I went back to the skate park that I grew up skating that I learned the trick at, like full just like full circle moment, you know. I was like, I'm gonna go back to the beginning, man, and then but then I like went to the park and I like just maybe locked like 200 blunt slides in a row. It was like, what is going on, dude? Like the fit. It's like, honestly, it was like the 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 physics were just like not. I was like, this should be in a crook. Like, why is this not in a crook? And then like I don't know, one of the tries I just took like a weird angle and like felt it again, and I was like, that's how you do it. Okay. And then so I like just tried to like redial that trick in a little bit, and then we went up to SF. Went to Soma Park. I kind of did a couple on the rails, feeling good, and then we went over to that spot, and it was like going pretty good. I started grinding a few, and then I started grinding like all of them, and I was like, thought it was going down. Like I was like, wow, like this is happening, and then just kind of you could just see the make just slowly, you know, like when you're trying to trick for so long, and it's like right there, and then you can just see it like slowly drifting away, and I was just like, oh no. But then a lot of the times when I skate too, that happens. Like I'm kind of cursed with, you know, every trick I try usually ends up being a battle. I don't really walk away with things that
We know
easy.
that
Sometimes
life.
I do,
Yeah.
and I'm like, thank you, skate gods, you know, like finally one time I don't have to try for 3 hours. But so there's always like that part weighing in my head. I'm like, dude, I do this all the time. Like I'm done, I'm done, I'm done, I'm toast. I say I'm done, and then the next thing I know, I'm like rolling away. So it's just like, how much can you endure? But yeah. So I was like trying it, and then I started to slam. Like took some pretty solid slams. Nothing bad, but just like kind of like you know car crash slams, um, and then we got kicked out. So uh, that was kind of like, all right, I'm not gonna, you know, keep pushing it, whatever. We tried it for like 2 hours. They finally kicked us out. But I kind of like blew my trip, you know. I was like tried that like early on in the trip, so the rest of the trip, dude, I was just like smoked. Like couldn't even really skate. I think we were up there for like a week, and it was just me and Cody, so it was a little, you know, grim. Like not a lot of vibes going on. Like
Yeah.
sharing a like just two grown men sharing a room. Like wake up when there's not like when you're not skating on a skate trip. It's like, oh, should we go get some food? Like it was like just like it was so boring. But we were
Yeah.
watching like basketball and whatever. Shit was whatever. And then so like I think I like rejuvenated enough to try it one more time before we left. Still wasn't 100%. I was like super windy that day, and it was just like not happening. And then we were getting kicked out, and then we would come back and get kicked out, and come back and get kicked out. And there's not that much time left to film at this point too. There was like a month left to film, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna regroup here, and then we'll come back up and we'll handle it. And then we go back up again, full deja vu, same hotel, same setup, same warm up. Go to Soma, like same breakfast, like just like full, just like weird Twilight Zone. And then I'm trying it. It's not working. I'm not locking it. I'm just blunt slides, blunt slides, blunt slides. We're getting kicked out. It's raining. The next like one day is raining. It's just it was not happening. I was like, man, this might not happen, dude. so Cody was like, dude, I gotta go. Like, I have to leave. I have to start editing this video. So,
Shit.
so I ended up staying up there. Cody went home. I rejuvenated. I was in a hotel for like 3 days by myself, like just trying to like, dude, I was going to the store and I was getting 10 things of the same 7-Eleven every day. And the dude was like, what are you doing? Like 3 days in a row, like just going to the 7-Eleven and like getting like 10 bags of ice. And then like pulling up to the hotel and using like the luggage cart, like pushing it up the end of the, everyone just thought I was crazy. I don't know. I was crazy. I thought I was crazy. And then, so it was like the last day to do it. Pretty much I like got my legs working enough to like be able to try it. We went to Soma. It was like a grim day, dude. It like wasn't the nicest day. I was feeling like shit. The trick really wasn't working that well at Soma. And then we went up to the rail, started to try it. The dude came out to kick me out, and I was like, dude, like, just level with me, dude. I was like, I've been up here every other day for 2 weeks. Like, I'm gonna keep coming back. Like, can you just give me like an hour of just so I can focus, and I won't come back. And he's like, finally he just caves, and he's like,
Damn. That's rare.
all right. He's like, I'm gonna film you on my phone and say the date and the time. And he's like holding up his phone, and
You said it was okay.
No.
Michael's given us chances before.
That's what we did say. We did say
Oh,
that.
hang on. You need to authorize this.
Okay, go.
Tell me your name and that you...
Full name.
Hang on. So this is just to confirm, November 19th, I'm
Yes,
Michael
Mike.
Pace. I'm
2024.
2024, Michael Pace, General Manager, and you have promised that you would get one last chance to do this, 1
I,
hour.
Elijah Berle, professional skateboarder. We'll give this one more go, and then that'll be the grand finale, and you'll weld the bombs
That's
on,
it,
and
you're the
we won't
last
come back.
guys. All right, you got
All
this?
They
We're
got
okay?
it confirmed.
All right.
Yeah, Michael. Hey, thanks, man. I really appreciate it.
Alright.
I'm not trying to make anyone's day harder than it is. So
Thank you for being reasonable and understanding.
All right.
That's very.
it's like, what's your name? What's the date? And it made me pretty much be like, dude, I will not come back here. My name is blah, blah, blah. My name it's fucking blah, blah, blah.
That's
And
sick.
then, so I was like, fuck, yeah, it's on. Because I think that when I was, times before, I knew I was going to get kicked out any second. So I was just like kind of frantic. But I knew I had an hour. And it was pretty much getting dark, dude. And like, man, there was like a lot of foot traffic. And there wasn't that many people watching for cars. It was just like, it was hectic, dude. And I was just like, had an hour. So I was just like, try. And then it was like getting real dark. And then I was like, dude, kind of had the come to moment. I was like, this is it. Like, this is it. There's no coming back. Like, there's no safety net in the back of your head. Like, sometimes, like, I feel like you're like, oh, I could come back. You know, like, I could. This time was just like, it's getting dark. The video was literally supposed to be turned into Thrasher yesterday. Like, this is it. Like, so,
Wow.
I don't know. I just, like, got this like little spark of like motivation and a little extra adrenaline energy, I guess. And then yeah, just like kind of just like went somewhere and like started to grind them and then I felt confident, like super confident. I was like, oh, I got this. Like just grind, like, you know, when you're just like not scared anymore, you're not thinking about the bad shit, you're not letting the weird things in the run-up mess with you. It was like I was skating a skate park rail for like the last 10 minutes. I was like, oh yeah, it's on. Yeah, I remember just feeling it, boom, stick, and then it was just felt so effort. It was just, I remember the feeling of it, because all the other tries are so brutal, just like the slams and rolling down that hill. The ground was super rough and like,
Yeah.
But then that try was just like a feather. I was like, what the fuck? And then my original plan was to take the hill switch. I even had went there a couple times and was practicing switch hill bombs, and like
Wow.
I was practicing like switch power sides, because I was like, okay, I know I need to get at least one good power slide in. And so I was like going to the hill on my sore days. I was going to the hill and just practicing switch power slide. Just so nerdy. But I was like, I got to do it, dude. And then so yeah, it was my original plan is to take the hill switch, and then I don't know what happened. It was just like natural instincts. Like I landed it, and I was like started to look at the hill, and I just like naturally just like, and then I was like, all right, we are not falling down on this right now. Like I'm gonna just whatever it takes to make it down this hill. And then ended up riding it out, and then it was a good feeling, man. I remember like just power sliding out because like I couldn't take the second hill. There was just like no one watching down there, and I remember just like rolling down that hill, making it to safety, and then starting to roll down the second hill, and I just power slid out and like slid down the hill. I was like slow motion, like sliding down the hill on my back and like for like 40 feet, but like just like smiling. I was so hyped. Just like can't believe it worked. And then it's like super weird when your life revolves around something, like every waking moment revolves around something, and then it's just done. Yeah.
So sick. So I remember I was gonna ask a follow-up if you didn't mention it, like about did you ever think about taking the hill switch? But I remember seeing a couple of comments of like, oh, he didn't take it switch, and I was like, yo, whoever commented that, I dare you to go drop in on that hill switch. That thing looks fucked.
I'll meet them there. I will happily. I will walk them through it. I will motivate them, dude. If that hill coming off that thing, maybe just the hill. Yeah, I mean, people are gnarly for sure. All those SF dudes, they could bomb that thing switch no problem. But just, dude, coming off of that rail just puts you in such another velocity of speed. You know, you're just like coming out thing cooking. But also, I was like, I'm not about to ride halfway down this hill and try and do a switch power slide.
Well, that's the thing.
Fall doing a switch power slide like a goober.
Bro.
And then I'm going to have to, and then like the clip's ruined. I was like, I did the trick. Fuck it.
I'm out of here.
I'm going to make it to the bottom.
I already fully supported the power slide when I saw it, not knowing the backstory, but now hearing the backstory, there's no way you're risking that. Everything you'd went through, your body's done, the guy filming you last hour, like you got to secure the clip, man. You got to secure the clip.
Especially falling on a switch power slide that you've like been practicing how to do. Like it just felt so whack.
Bro, that's like you said, it's not even like a choice that you made. You just went to regular. You're like, this is how we're doing this.
No.
Like you didn't choose to do that. Yeah.
I'm not kidding. There wasn't like 1 second of thought process. It was just like I don't know. It was like someone threw a baseball at you. You're gonna like go like that. It was just like, like I'm getting out of here.
Oh, that was legendary. I would love to go look at that thing one day, just because I can only imagine how gnarly it is in person.
There's kind of a funny backstory with that rail. So like 2 weeks later, I'm done. I'm like just
tequila's flowing,
chilling, dude. I was like, I was like surfing. I was like, I'm chilling. I'm not even touching my skateboard, nothing. And then my fiance's best friend, she's like friends of me. I'm friends with her too, but she was getting married in San Francisco and invited us up to attend the small courthouse wedding. So I was like, all right, this will be funny. Like, I'll drive back up there just like, cause I had been going there. Like San Francisco was like just this like awful place for me for like a month. I was like, I'm going back up to SF. Like, fuck, I hope I get it, you know? So I was like, oh, this will be nice, dude. I'm going to go up there and have some drinks. Maybe go get a nice dinner. And so I drive up there and my fiance is telling me the directions. She has the hotel. She booked the hotel, so she knows where it's all at. I'm just like driving, looking around like, fuck it. I remember when I was stressed and driving down this street. Like, and then we started to get into the zone of the rail a little bit. And I was like, oh, it's funny. that rail that I've been coming up for is like in this neighborhood. She's like, oh, really weird, yeah. We're like creeping up on it. I'm like, what the fuck? There's no way. And then she's like, okay, yeah, it's just up here on the left. And I look at her, I was like, that's the fucking hotel that you booked? She's like, yeah, what? I'm like, that's the rail. That's the rail that I've been coming up to because it's a hotel. So the valet is like right there, you know, like the whole time. I knew all the dudes. I knew the valet guy's name.
Shit.
Was like, because the valet guys were cool. They were down, but it was the manager who wasn't cool. So they would be like cool with me, and then they'd be like, oh yeah, she's not in today, or yeah, like, oh, she's on break. Like, you might be able to have some time. And I rolled up. His name's Rafi. I rolled up in my truck. I was smiling ear to ear. I was like pulled out. He like opened my door. He's like, hello, welcome to the Intercontinental. And he looked up and he was like, what are you doing here? I was like, Rafi, I'm staying here. He's like, you're fucking crazy, man. He's like, you are insane, because I've been like at it with this manager, you know, like there's been some like kind of heated moments, like not so pretty moments between us, like trying to, but I mean, it all came to like an end. It was cool. He let me skate, but there was moments where we were arguing. It wasn't pretty. It was bad. And then, dude, I check into this hotel and I'm just looking for that dude. I'm like, I cannot wait to see this guy and like check into my room. I'm gonna like call down and be like, can you bring up some extra pillows? Like, I was ready to just milk it, you know? And then I actually didn't end up seeing him, but it was just so funny. And then talk about a really weird full circle moment. I was like, checked into my room. Of course, I peer over the edge. The fucking rails right there. You can see it. And then I'm like, just like walking down and around the hotel. I'm like going to get a drink downstairs, like coffee in the morning, like breakfast. I'm like, this is so weird right now. Like, what am I doing in this hotel? Like, that I've been like just killing myself at for the past 2 months. But it was like a funny way to like celebrate landing the trick, I guess, without like thinking about it. Like, oh yeah, go stay in the hotel. Have a drink. Yeah, so that was pretty funny. But I was like totally random. Like, she had no idea. And then just out of all the hotels in SF, like, booked that one.
That's crazy.
Rafi.
So random.
That's awesome. Well, congrats again on an epic 2024, brother. Fucking should be proud.